At this time, I'm going to call this meeting to order. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our regular meeting of the City Commission of Rio Grande City, Texas. Today being Tuesday, March the 24th of 2026, and the time being precisely 12 o'clock. We're going to proceed with item 1A, which is going to be the roll call. Commissioner Ben De Leon is absent. Commissioner Ediel Barrera? Present. Mayor present. Commissioner Olivares? Present. And Commissioner Eudolio Barrera is absent. At this time, I'm going to find that we do have a quorum to proceed with today's meeting. And I'm going to ask you that you please join me in today's invocation. And I'm going to ask Commissioner Olivares to please lead us in the invocation.
Continuing with a procedure that we started a couple of months ago, this prayer was sent in by one of our local citizens. Let us bow our heads, please. Heavenly Father, we come before you today with grateful hearts, thankful for the gift of community and the blessing of being able to gather here today. In a world that can be often divided, we ask for your presence to fill this space with peace, understanding, and compassion. Lord, guide our words so they may uplift, not tear down. Help us to listen with open hearts, to speak with kindness, and to act with integrity. Remind us that every voice here matters and that our differences are not barriers, but threads that weave a stronger, more beautiful tapestry of unity. Give us the wisdom to seek common ground, the courage to face challenges together, and the humility to celebrate each other's strengths. May this meeting be a place where ideas grow, relationships deepen, and hope is renewed. We ask that you bless our efforts today so that what we build here will extend out to our entire community, touching our families, our neighborhoods, and our part of the world with a light of unity and love. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen. That was a beautiful prayer. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't mind joining me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now to the Texas flag, ladies and gentlemen. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Thank you so much. Do we have anybody signed up for public forum, ma'am?
Yes, Mayor. We have Tom Simmons and Mark Wilson from Revive.
Okay, who's going to go first?
They're
Revive?
together.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
My name is Mark Wilson. I'm one of the owners of Revive Restoration. My business partner, Chris, a former NFL player, was out here a couple weeks ago after the recent storm you guys had come through. He was helping assess damages and seeing what we could do to bring our resources here to help. Part of our motto is we're faith-based and service-driven, so we want to come out here and see what we can do to assist the community and bringing our resources to help you guys and build back the properties that were damaged. I have my partner here with me, Tom, who's a public insurance adjuster, and I'm going to let him take over to kind of talk to you about the process and how we can help you. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, I guess it's
Good afternoon,
12.
sir. Good afternoon. Thank you
Thanks
for being
for this.
here.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm a public insurance adjuster, and from my experience in almost 2 decades in dealing with insurance companies by and large only pay out 10 to 25% of what is actually needed in funds to restore properties. We specialize in municipality, public school districts, industrial, commercial properties. Something, a little known fact, most municipalities may or may not be aware of is Texas Local Code 252.022A2 is a process that allows y'all to bypass the RFP process and for the good and the health and safety of the general public. One of the things I would like to ask y'all to consider is enacting that Texas code to engage with Mission Property Loss Consultants, my company, to assess the damage and assist with a property insurance claim. I will say that there are two types of individuals that are able to assist with claims. One is an attorney, and the other is a public insurance adjuster. When engaging with an attorney, cities often do, they will find the attorney's fees are anywhere from 20 to 40% of the claim settlement. I'd like to offer a different solution, and that's engage with a public insurance adjuster such as myself that charges up to 10% of the claim proceeds. And so if there's no recovery, there is no fee, so it's low risk for the city. By taking a lower fee up front, we can get 80, 90% of the claim there, and then the last 10 or 20%, if needed, engage the attorney, which lowers the out-of-pocket costs for the taxpayers. Would like to engage with y'all in further discussions at your will. I'll be here until Thursday evening and able to fly back in as needed. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. If you don't mind leaving your contact information with our secretary, we would appreciate it, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you all for being here.
Ms. Montemayor, do you have somebody else sign up?
No, it would be only
Okay, this time, I know that there's somebody here that was going to make a presentation. Probably they got late. They reached out to me, and it's dealing with our veterans. I think it's Mr. Garcia. Hold on. Just a second. And it was going to be a presentation of a gift to the city. And I was under the assumption that they were going to be sign up for public forum for the presentation. Oh, there they are. Mr. Carrera, coming in.
Almost perfect timing.
Yes. I was about to call you, sir. And we're ready for you, whenever you are.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Carrera. Do you mind leading what we're doing here today in the presentation?
Well, I didn't hear what was said before I got here, but what we're here for is we're trying to build a Veterans Memorial, or the city's interested in building a Veterans Memorial. And I have brought Mr. Rivera, Mr. Omar Rivera, who has done a lot of the legwork in finding out the names of has done a bunch of research and has put together a binder that he wants to donate to the city in order to give the necessary information to start this project. One of the things that's very important to me is that Mr. Rivera is is an intellectual and somebody who I've known for many years and used to be a professor at what used to be University of Pan American, now UTRGB, and was a adjunct professor, would teach classes, and was a research phenomenon. He is somebody that, when he showed me his work on trying to find the people, recognizing the people that have served from this community, I was amazed at what he put together. And I think I presented this to the mayor. The mayor saw it, and I just want to make sure that he gets recognized for his work, his effort, and it be the seed that hopefully would lead to a monument in the city that will recognize many people who, across many wars, have given their sacrifice, the ultimate sacrifice in many cases. And I've been throughout other cities, and while we were doing some of this research, we visited other monuments in other neighboring communities. And to be honest with you, it was very impressive, but also a little disheartening, because we don't have anything like that. And this community has produced some of the bravest people that our country has ever seen. And we have served across many, many wars. And during peacetime also. And those people deserve equal recognition. I think it's about time, I think it's way past time that we gave the proper recognition to those people. And the one thing that I think we cannot forget is the sacrifice. We're all sitting here and we're talking to democratically elected officials. I get to stand here and talk and have my freedom of speech because of the sacrifices that these people made. I think it's the least we can do is to remember them and put this memorial in a place where others can come and see it, and so that these people will be remembered. With that, I yield to Mr. Rivera, and thank you for your attention.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Rivera, good afternoon. Do you mind telling us your full name, sir?
My name is Omar Rivera, and I'm from Mission. And,
Welcome.
This is beyond, thank you for your service, creating a place for reflection. Most of us here know of someone in our community or in your family, a relative that has served in the armed forces, or maybe you yourselves are veterans. And many communities in the Rio Grande Valley have already established their Veterans Memorial. You know, I think Starr County, I don't know if it's going to be Starr County or Rio Grande City, is as one that's long overdue. And it is a bigger presence in the community that can be used a place to reflect, mourn, and learn about history. You can bring kids to the, I visited the park this morning, and it's an excellent place that needs, some development. A lot of people might not be in agreement because there are other issues in our community. But this is a way to honor some of the people that have participated in the armed forces from Rio Grande. This is a reflection of the sacrifice of those who have served. Now, it all depends on what the community wants. Do you want people that have served or people that were killed in action? It can be used as a powerful and inclusive storytelling tool. It can be a place that helps shape our memory and understanding of the conflict of that era. This is how people and a community remember specific events. Many people in the area might not be aware of how many military heroes have come out of this area, Starr County. You know, we had Fort Ringo. We also had Fort Ringo produced a lot of Civil War soldiers, a lot, trust me. And the research that I've done in the Rio Grande Valley, this is the one that's most loaded and unidentified. For example, out there in La Casita Farms,
Yes, sir.
we have Rafael Montalvo. He's a Union soldier. He's buried at the southeast, at the very corner of La Casita Cemetery. We also have, in fact, I have the headstone there in back of the house for a gentleman from Sal Colorado, Santos Garcia. Maybe we might have one of his relatives here. He's a Union soldier, right? And of course, there's one unmarked grave in Santa Teresita Cemetery in somewhere close to Santa Elena on Cosme Juarez. I cannot find his death certificate, so thus we cannot gather a headstone for him. I mean, you can have one made, homemade, but the ones we get they're from the VA in Arlington. The memorial site will provide periodic commemorative rituals, for example, Veterans Day, Memorial Day. The memorial will be much more visible and be in an area where people are likely to see it and visit it. I think once we do the construction here, if we ever get it approved, we'll be okay. All wars are fought twice. First time in the battlefield, the second time in memory. Public memory is a body of feelings and ideas about the past that help a community understand both the present, the past, with the implication of the future. Perhaps public history is always a collective endeavor. This one is no exception. In public history, we do our networking by volunteering. We will need citizen input and cooperation in the design of the structure and choice of designer. This is a very large project designed to service and sacrifice of many veterans from Stark County or Rio Grande. Well, however, the community decides what they want to do. Is it going to be for Stark County veterans or only for Rio Grande veterans? The memorial will honor those that served across generations. You're the voice of power and the community gurus. We don't need to depend on one person. I know all of them can contribute at least one veteran that they might name of a veteran that they might know. Okay, the project is being handled by the city, who is paying the largest share of the costs. We need public approval and city council support. I encourage all citizens with ideas and input to attend these meetings. We want to hear from you. And then as we go along, we can develop a Veterans Memorial Advisory Committee. So we can get some ideas together. Of course, as many of us know, all of this takes a lot of money. So I don't know how much you're willing to invest. I also encourage the citizens that are present, whenever they have a chance, to go visit the War Memorial in McAllen, which is located close to the convention center. That's a beautiful project. That's about, we're talking about millions of dollars. I don't know how much we're going to spend here. And there might be some other priorities on a lot of citizens here, but that's what the city council or the city commission wants to have done for those who have served.
One of the very impressive things that Mr. Rivera has done for our community is that he has compiled a binder with all of his research as to who has been a veteran within our community. And he presented to me a binder with all of his work, and he took me on a tour of various sites where they have the plaques and the memorials. And I was a little embarrassed that Hidalgo, specifically McAllen, has a mural, has a plaque recognizing all of our veterans and we don't. So he presented to me all of his research. It goes, I don't know how far back it goes, Mr. Rivera.
It's a Civil War.
Okay, all the way to the Civil War. And I don't know if you brought an additional binder or not today.
No, I didn't.
Okay, well,
But there is a binder that I placed there at the public library
okay.
a couple of years ago on Hispanic WW1 veterans.
Okay, I'll
from
bring the
Stark
one
County.
that you presented to me, and I'll leave that as the gift to the city. I didn't want to make it public until we had your consent. But we sincerely appreciate the effort that you had done today to recognize all of our veterans. And you started, essentially, the city had already in place a program where we were going to do something like this, and you were a blessing that you showed up to me because you allowed us to give us all of that research. You obviously helped us tremendously, and as a token of appreciation, we're going to create a Veterans Memorial Advisory Committee, and we're going to name it after you, sir. So, and as a token of appreciation, the city wants to recognize all of your work, because I know it's not something that you do overnight. It's taken you years of collecting data, going to newspapers, going to archives. He mentioned that he even tries to look for death certificates of a lot of these individuals. So in recognition of that, I want to say thank you, sir. Today we're going to have a motion to create this committee, and it's going to be named after you, sir, to thank you. And to conclude this presentation, I want to give you a big round of applause for everything that you have done. And thank you so much, sir. So hopefully in the near future, you're going to be able to go to our Veterans Memorial Park and see all of these plaques and see the fruits of your labor. Well, thank you so much, sir, for being here. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you. So we're going to move, that concludes our public forum, and we're going to move to another very exciting item that we have here. As we know, we like to recognize and celebrate all of the talent that we have. Perfect examples, just what Mr. Rivera told us, our veterans, but we also have a segment dedicated completely to our businesses. We recognize that it's not easy to withstand the test of time, especially for small businesses, but we have a lot of local businesses that have been through a lot, that have continued their faith, and that their faith is within this community, and that our community should recognize them and celebrate them for all of their hard work and labor and efforts that they have done. And today we're recognizing Canales Drive-In. And every time we celebrate one of our local businesses, we like to read a little history that is prepared for us, and I'm about to do that. Canales Drive-In first opened its doors in 1974, when Ramon and Santos Canales started the business in a small location in the heart of the city, where a fruit stand now exists. What began as a simple family-oriented business has become one of the landmarks of this great city. 1 year later, their daughter Rosa Canales Ibanez and her husband Alonso Ibanez purchased the store and chose to keep the historic name of Canales Drive-In, continuing the legacy that had already been built. For them, it was more than just a business. It was about family, hard work, and serving their community. In 1985, the family took a big step forward by building a new and larger location where the store still stands today. With more space and additional gas pumps, they were able to better serve their customers. Over the years, Canales Drive-In has employed more than 30 people, many of them family members, making it a true family operation. For many in the community, Canales Drive-In is more than just a store. It is a symbol of stability, a family-owned business that has survived decades of change, competition from large corporations, and even a global pandemic. Throughout it all, it has continued to serve its community with pride. The business has also given back through local sponsorship and support, strengthening its connection to the people it serves. After more than 50 years, Canales Drive-In stands as a reminder of what a strong family business can be. Built by families, for families, and supported by a community that continues to stand behind it. Canales Drive-In, congratulations. The representatives of Canales Drive-In, if you don't mind coming forward. Oh, yeah. And obviously, before we come over to the presentation, the mic is all yours if you would like to say a few words. If you like to, if you don't, perfectly fine as well. But it truly makes a difference for us if you want to speak to the community. And
Buenas tardes.
buenas tardes.
Quería darle las gracias a la comunidad de Río Grande por habernos apoyado todos estos años. Muchas gracias.
I just want to add something that I've experienced with Canales driving. I've been living in Rio Grande City for 16 years, and every Sunday after church, I always stop by. And every time for the 16 years, just imagine 50 Sundays per year. Some Sundays, of course, it's impossible, but it's been more than 500 times that I've stopped by, and every single time, it's always a family member taking care of the cashier. All the time. I've never seen an stranger. I always see Freddie, Ms. Rosa, other family members, but it's always somebody that is a family member. So you are the true testament that family business is very strong, and therefore your 50 years have not gone unnoticed. So congratulations, keep having those smiles, and you always serve this community with a smile. So thank you so much.
Se dice fácil 50 años, ¿verdad?
No, son 52.
52. Thank you so much. One more.
One more to go.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That concludes the presentation of the business of the month, and now we move to item 1E, presentation of Citizen of the Month and award. This is another of the items that also makes us very proud. As I mentioned before, we like to recognize those individuals that have marked the history of our community, that have truly made a difference, and that are a positive impact to our community. Those individuals deserve to be celebrated. It's always very difficult and challenging every month that we try to pick somebody, because we have a lot of talent, we have a lot of deserving individuals within our community. And after much debate and brainstorming and going back and forth, we have picked a very, very solid candidate. And that is Mr. Romeo Lopez. And as we did earlier with the presentation of the business of the month, we always have some history to provide to the community. And I think that on this occasion, Mr. Barrera is going to be reading the presentation. Go ahead, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and members of our community, today we gather to honor a man whose life reflects the very best of Rio Grande City, a man whose journey is rooted in faith, guided with purpose, and defined by service. It is with great pride that we recognize Romeo Lopez as our Rio Grande City Citizen of the Month. Born and raised right here in Rio Grande City, Romeo Lopez is the son of Miguel and Maria B. Lopez and one of 7 children. From an early age, his parents instilled in him the enduring values of faith, hard work, and the pursuit of education. Through his upbringing in the United Methodist Church in Rio Grande City, Romeo developed a strong moral foundation that would guide him throughout his life. As a young man at Rio Grande City High School, Romeo distinguished himself both on and off the court. As a member of the Rattler basketball team, he learned discipline and teamwork, qualities that will later define his professional and personal life. As class president during his junior year and senior year, he demonstrated leadership well beyond his years. Inspired by his chemistry teacher, Severo Gomez, Romeo discovered a passion for science that will shape his future. He continued his education at Texas A&M University, earning a degree in industrial chemistry and later a master's degree in educational curriculum and instruction. His earlier career with Dow Chemical Company in Freeport, Texas, was marked by innovation and excellence. There, Romeo earned 3 United States patents for his work on industrial products and contributions that supported military operations during the Vietnam War. Yet, despite his success in the private sector, Romeo chose to return home to give back to his very own community and that shaped him. He began a distinguished career with the Rio Grande City Consolidated Independent School District, teaching chemistry and physics and inspiring generations of students. His leadership abilities soon led him to roles as an assistant superintendent of curriculum and instruction, and later as a district's business manager, where he helped guide the future of education in this community. I got the goosebumps. Even in retirement, Romeo's commitment to service did not waver. As a vice president of the First National Bank, now PNC Bank, he continued to make meaningful contributions until his second retirement. Romeo's legacy extends far beyond his professional achievements. His dedication to service is evident through his involvement in numerous organizations at the local and state levels, from serving as president of the Rio Grande City Rotary Club and the Star County Hospital Board, to contributing to statewide educational committees and Stark County emergency management efforts. Romeo has consistently stepped forward to lead, to serve, and to make a difference. Romeo was also recently awarded the RGV Good Old Ag Award in recognition to his commitment to excellence and state stewardship for the Aggie tradition. At the heart of his life is his family. Romeo is a devoted husband to Lidia Canales Lopez, a proud father of 4 accomplished children: Marta Hinojosa, architect; Romeo Gerardo Lopez, retired project manager at Peloton Software Company; Dina Vasquez, speech language pathologist; and Roy Lopez, former VP of Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas, and now managing a personal business, and a loving grandfather and great-grandfather. His family stands as a testament of the values he has lived by: integrity, education, and service. In his personal time, Romeo enjoys traveling, gardening, and collecting fossils, perhaps a reflection of his lifelong curiosity and appreciation for discovery. When asked about a life well lived, Romeo reminds us that true happiness is not found in wealth, status, or possessions, but in how we choose to live. How we invest our hearts, minds, and souls into the things that matter the most. Romeo Lopez's life is a powerful example of dedication, humility, and service. He has not only achieved success, he has uplifted others along the way, strengthened institutions, and left a lasting impact on his community. For all these reasons and so many more, we are honored to recognize Romeo Lopez as a Rio Grande City Citizen of the Month. Congratulations, Mr. Romeo, and thank you so much for the lifetime of service and inspiration.
Mr. Lopez, would you like to address the community? Say a few words.
Yes, I'll
Thank
go
you.
ahead and say a few words. Good afternoon, everyone. I am truly honored and humbled to be recognized as the Citizen of the Month. Standing here today, I feel incredibly grateful, not just for the recognition, but for the many people who have been part of my past. First and foremost, I want to thank my wife, Lydia, and my children. Your love, patience, and constant support means more to me than words can express. To my extended family, thank you. You have always been there, and for the shaping of the values I carry with me every day. I also want to express my sincere appreciation to the Rotary members, to the friends, to my pastor, to my former students. Each of you has had a meaningful impact on my life, whether through friendship, shared experiences, or lessons learned together. You have helped me grow into a person that I am today. To the City Council, thank you for this incredible honor. Being recognized by my own community is something I will always treasure. Above all, I feel deeply blessed by God. Every opportunity, every accomplishment, every relationship in my life is a reflection of the grace of God. I do not stand here alone. I stand here surrounded by love, guidance, encouragement, so that so many people who have helped me shape my life. This recognition is not just mine. It also belongs to all of you who have supported, encouraged, and believed in me throughout the years. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you all for being here and for being part of my life. May God bless us.
Thank you so much for everything. Thank you.
9 years. So every month I would go to their house, and many times when they saw me parking, they would open the door for me, and they will always give words of inspiration, both of them. More Miss Lydia. Miss Lydia is the one that will get the paper, and I want to be very honest. She will teach me things like with apples, like, look, Mr. Varela, this is the way you need to do it, and this is what you need to do. And Mr. Lopez was like, you need to continue the education. You need to go for your master. You need to go for your master. So all the time, they will always just give words of inspiration. So every month, when I was getting there 2-3 minutes before, I was like, I hope they're there, because they will give me pie, they will give me refreshments, and they will give me for an hour. So Mr. Lopez and Ms. Lilia, I really appreciate everything that you have done for this community. And just so you know, the whole commission, it was unanimous. Your name came up several times. But sometimes other numbers come first, and I think it was the right time, the perfect time for you, from the whole commission and to all the citizens of Rio Grande. These are true leaders, and they inspire people, and that's what matters the most. Your career it doesn't go unnoticed. You have done many, many more things that we couldn't just say because of time, but we are grateful to have you here. So, enhorabuena, muchas felicidades y gracias por todo lo que ha hecho por esta comunidad, desde ser un educador hasta un inspirador y un líder, que es lo que ahorita estamos representando en esta comunidad. De las generaciones adultas a las jóvenes, a todos ustedes son una inspiración. Muchas gracias. Toda su familia, a los que quieran.
Let's take a picture with you first, and then with the family.
primero ellos, luego.
Nos vemos un poquito para atrás.
Mr. Lopez, if you don't mind, take a few steps back.
First and then we have.
Right there. Now, let's take a picture here with the presentation.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Yes, so the camera. Right here.
3, 2, 1.
Thank you so much. Now, if you want to invite your family members.
Yeah, we'll go to the side.
Thank you for being here.
Anybody else?
Oh, what is it? We'll do their family, and then some of the members of Rotary are also.
Okay.
So we'll join you in a bit. Okay, big smiles. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. One more.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, now
Family members.
Rotarians.
The Rotary? Yes.
Family and friends. Big teachers.
Okay, sir.
Say hi to Roy first. Yeah, all family and friends. Mr. Correa. Betsy.
Yo insisto,
Big smiles.
Okay, big smiles.
Ready? I can see everybody. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you so much for everyone. Congratulations.
That's very nice. That was very nice.
Yes, that he has achieved.
Fight a war.
Yeah.
Those are always my favorite part of the meeting.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Ms. Montemayor.
We're ready. We're ready unless you want to do whoever is here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take care of the people that are here. And then,
So where's it?
Employee of the month también.
yeah, we're gonna do the employee of the month and then. Are they here for the?
Oh, bueno.
No.
Quinta
Yeah.
parada.
Yeah, sure. We're going to proceed with item 1F, and this is going to be for the presentation of the Employee of the Month. We recognize that our community has a lot of talent, but we also recognize that our city itself has a lot of talent. And I believe Ms. Foltz is going to be doing the presentation today.
Hello, good afternoon, Mayor Commissioners, Norma Foltz, Rio Grande City Public Library, and I'm proud to announce that Kelsey Fleming is our Employee of the Month. And Kelsey, you don't have to report today. I had told her the mayor wanted a report on our summer reading program. So.
That's a good one.
So Kelsey is one of the youngest members of our team. She has been with us 3 years, but in those 3 years, she has shown exceptional leadership, creativity, and dedication. She has successfully led our summer reading programs. She's launched our RGC Comic-Con, which some of you have gone, and is growing every year. She oversees our adult programs and our children's programs. She is very professional in everything that she does. We really appreciate all the work that she's done for us. She continues to bring new and innovative programs for the library, which makes our job a lot easier. I'm very proud of her because even for today, which is a little outside of her element, I said the city council needs a report on our Comic-Con and summer reading, and she worked on it, and maybe we'll share it with you on our written report. So, Kelsey Fleming.
I want to say before we move on, I want to say that you make us very proud. It's always very inspiring to see every month individuals that are worthy, like I said, worthy of recognition. And to have somebody vouch for you, like Ms. Foltz is doing here today, obviously you're leading by example. You truly make a difference. The Comic-Con is a huge success. I know that this year, I personally had people calling me, asking me for some space because it was packed. So innovation and ideas like that and being proactive is what truly defines a leader. And today, that's what you're representing, leadership, inspiration for other individuals, and such accomplishments are worthy of recognition. So you are our employee of the month, and we want to say, first of all, thank you for everything that you do, and at the same time, we want to say congratulations.
I just want to add quickly that she has done, she's worked more with children, but we also gave her the adult program. So she's doing like chair yoga and crafts and other things for the adults, and they love coming to hang out with Miss Kelsey as well.
Now you're gonna have more space very soon. Yes. So I personally went myself to that event, and it was outstanding. I didn't even know that I was a fan of so many superheroes. So it was wonderful. I met great people in there. I bought a lot of comic books, and I enjoyed it. So thank you so much for putting that into a live event, and let's make it bigger next year, because we did receive a lot of calls calling to get more space. So I know it was limited, but it was huge, even with those limitations. So to both of you and the whole department, city manager, assistant city manager, anybody involved in that event, thank you so much. It was great.
Big smiles, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Mayo, do we have?
Yes.
Give me the first item.
7A.
We're going to move a little bit out of order so we can accommodate our members of the public. And we're going to move to item 7A, discussion possible action to approve an award bid for the downtown rehabilitation improvements on Britton Avenue under text CDBG contract number CDM 2474. Do we have a presentation on that?
Yes.
Yes.
Mayor Commission, Sara Hernandez, Assistant City Manager. We went out for bid. This was our second round to get the construction work for our downtown. This is on Britton Avenue to make it ADA compliant. In your packet is a recommendation from our engineers, Sames, and I know Mr. Maldonado is here today. We did get 2 bid submissions, and the lowest bid came in from 8A Builders, LLC. And that's on page 484. In addition to the base bid, we went out for some alternates. At this point, we're recommending to move forward with alternate 2 and alternate 3. Alternate 2 will address, we have a monument there on Britton Avenue, and that will address lifting it up, because right now it's...
Yes, I agree. that we need to fix that.
And alternate 3 is adding some additional railing. This is in the area across the church, if I'm not mistaken, right?
And our grant was for 500,000,
In total, yes,
right? Okay.
yes,
So one of the bids came way above,
extremely.
right?
Extreme.
Yeah.
Yes.
And where are this individual, or this company from?
I
8A?
believe 8A is out of Palmview.
Okay. Very well.
Mayor, if there's no further discussion, I move that we go with staff's recommendation.
Very well. Do
I
we have a
second.
second? Motion has been second. Any questions, concerns? If not, all of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Do we have another one now?
Yes, we have 8A.
8A?
Yes.
Okay. Discussion, possible action on final approval for Hugo Alanis subdivision. Presentation?
Good afternoon, Mayor, Commissioners. This is a one-lot commercial property on the east, northeast side of town. Actually, it's right off the Highway 83. It's going to be for a transmission shop.
Very well.
We do have, I'm sorry, we do have engineers here that is involved with the project.
Mr. Tony, as per your recommendation on these, is there anything that we have to like go over it, or your?
No, everything's good.
Is
It's just a one-lot subdivision. There was no infrastructure or streets
okay.
inside.
Is
Where is it exactly?
It's in the corner, it's right east, it's right across the street, east of
Oh, right
Pain
here?
Waters. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, yes, I know which one you're talking. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
no variances, nothing that we have
No
to sign?
variances, no variances.
Okay, so
Do we have a motion?
I move to approve item as presented.
Second.
Motion has been second. Questions, concerns?
Best of luck with your business.
Thank you so much, sir. Having no further discussion, all of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Ms. Montemayor, do we have somebody else?
You're here for what item? 8C?
Oh, okay. Discussion and possible action on approval for wine and malt beverage retail dealers on-premise permit by Ayai Chudri Mohammed for business located at 5270 East Highway 83 DBA, Panthers 41, RGC, Texas.
Good afternoon again, Mayor and
Sir.
Commissioners. This is a permit for a BG permit for liquor. It's to go. It's actually the gas station right off here at 83 and Embassy.
Okay.
Over here?
Yes, sir.
The one on the north side or south?
It's going to be on the south side.
Okay, very well. And obviously, there's no concerns, right?
There's no concerns.
Okay.
I move that we approve item 8B as presented.
I second.
It's 8C.
8C, I'm so sorry, 8C. 8C.
I
Second?
second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any questions?
Nothing.
All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you so much. We wish you the
Thank you.
best of luck. Having, at this time, I'm going to recommend to the commission that we move to executive session. And I would entertain a motion.
I move that we move to executive session.
I second.
All of those in favor say aye.
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 Motion carried.
12:59.
And the time being
12:59.
12:59. That's good time. call this meeting for once more to order. We're going to reconvene our agenda, and the time being 2 o'clock. We're going to move to item 2A, approval of minutes from previous meeting. A and B, approval of action taken at the city meeting held on Friday, February 27, 26, and B, approval of action taken at the meeting of the City Commission, emergency meeting held on Monday, March 9 of 2026. Do we have a motion?
Move to approve items A and B from A.
Okay,
Second.
motion has been second. All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. And B, 2B, departmental travel. Do we have any requests?
Good afternoon, Mayor, Commission, Jose Solis, Rio Grande City Police Department. We do have travel for our police department. This will be in May, May 4th through the 8th. We're sending 2 employees to Kerrville for the Texas Criminal Justice Information User Group training, which gives them updates on TLITs and any state audits.
Very well, sir. Thank you. Anybody else has a request? Okay.
I move that we approve item 2B as presented.
Second. Second. All of those in favor say aye.
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 We're going back to the departmental reports. We started with Ms. Rubio. Huh? What about?
Good afternoon, Mayor and Commission. Thank you for letting me cut line. I asked to be first because we're preparing for an event this evening, and that's part of my report. The Air Force Band will bring an ensemble group here tonight. This was a concert that was previously scheduled in November, but because of weather and other holdups, they went ahead and rescheduled it for tonight. It will be here at City Hall at 5:30, a reception at 5:30 with the concert starting promptly at 6 o'clock. And this is a joint effort or collaborative effort with Ms. Norma Fools at the library and her gals at the library and the museum. All right. Throughout this month, I hosted the F.J. Scott Women's Club. They had an Easter community project. They were making some items to share at some of the local rehabilitation and nursing homes here in town, and they asked the museum chamber to be open so that they could come in. Had my first quarter board meeting with all of my newly elected or new members to the KBM board. Of course, continued communication with the district for use of the Lee House for the plethora of tours, and the word plethora is really correct in this respect because it's been back to back. I've been also beginning the work for the Miss Freedom Fest pageant that will be coming up in June. June 5th is the date, but of course, as with any event, their groundwork has to be laid months in advance. Thank you, Miss Marty, for helping me out with that. I assisted various departments and various fundraising projects like for State of the City and grants and things like that. And most recently, we hosted Revenant Watch Paranormal Investigators came by last week with their reveal. It was a full house at the museum. I have been told by several people that my face turned white. Yeah, but there was some spooky stuff, some eerie stuff there. But other than that, that's what's been going on at the museum.
Is the museum haunted?
For all intents and purposes, yes, I think so. I believe so, but they've left me alone, so. And Miss Sarah says they leave her alone too, and so we're good. Yeah. We're good, but I have heard stories from other people when that was previously City Hall. Yeah. So they leave me alone, I leave them alone, they leave me alone. All right, thank you so much.
When she says a packed house, I happened to be there toward the tail end. It was full there. There was a lot of people there, a lot of interest in that report.
I don't know about interesting, I don't know if that's the word.
Yeah. Chief Muñiz, I know that you have some new members.
Good afternoon. Manuel Muñiz, Fire Department, Fire Chief. Recently, we We hired 4 firefighters. I'd like to step up, yes. Please. They joined our department from last month to this month, basically. They're new employees. Right here we have Jorge Vela, Livan Garcia, Carlos Mares, and Mr. Luis Delgado.
There you go, gentlemen, welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for believing in our city. Thank you so much for coming over. We're very proud of everything that the chief does within our department. You guys are going to be in great hands. He's a great mentor. He's a great leader. And I'm sure that he's going to propel your careers to places that you couldn't even imagine. Thank you for once more for being here.
Thank you.
So if you don't mind, picture with us. Gentlemen. Yeah, how old are you? Nice. Too shiny, man. How old are you? How are you? Welcome. How old are you? 25. Welcome. ¿Cómo es ese muchacho? You gentlemen, like I said, you're in great hands. One of the best chiefs across the entire valley. Now you get to learn from him. Thank you so much. Chief, thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And just to finish up my department reports, we had a total of 61 calls for the month, with 4 plan reviews and 44 fire inspections, and we issue out 5 burning permits as well. Other than that, there's nothing else.
Well, thank you so much, Chief, for everything that you do. Keep an eye open for all of those residents that were hurt by the recent storms. If they need any assistance, please let them know that we're here to help.
Correct.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
All right, now we go with the normal course of things.
Mayor, Commission. For the police department, we just wanted to announce that this Friday, invite you guys out and our citizens to our national Color Rain Dash, which will be held at the Veterans Memorial Park. Registration's at 6 p.m. Kids run is at 7 and followed by the adults. So if y'all can please join us.
Are you providing shirts to those participants?
Shirts, no, sir. This year, we're recommending all staff or any runners that want to go to wear a white T-shirt to make sure to get the color out. We did have one of our new officers here who was on shift, but he got called out. So we did hire 3 new officers, Officer Frederick Perez, Roberto Galvan, and Litzy Landa.
Very well.
2 of them work graveyard and 1 of them is out in a call right now. And that's all we have to report.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Gonzalez.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, Council.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Lee Gonzalez with Animal Control. So during the reporting period, RGC Animal Control responded to 367 calls for service, addressing a wide range of animal-related concerns throughout the community. Our team conducted 34 animal captures. We handled 12 wildlife removals to ensure the safety of both residents and animals. We also had a total of 45 adoptions and foster placements, giving many animals a second chance at a living home. On the 27th of February, we had an adoption event. We had 10 successful adoptions. And I want to end by saying that we want to reaffirm that the RGC Animal Control remains committed to the safety and well-being of our furry friends and community members. and we appreciate the continued support from our residents and local partners.
Thank you. Mr. Gonzalez, I know that there's 367 calls. Has that remained constant, or is it
It's
getting
been-
more and more?
It's been constant, yeah, it's been going up,
It's been increasing?
yes.
Okay.
So we plan to do I know Mr. Barrera had mentioned the voucher program.
Yes.
This coming month, in April. So that will be every 3 months we do the voucher program. So
Okay.
that's coming up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Good afternoon, Mayor Commissioners. Leonel Cantu,
Good
Finance Director
afternoon,
for the city.
Mr. Catu.
For the Finance Department, the city collected $484,000 in property taxes for the month of February. We've collected $3,708,890 of the total tax levy, which is $4,848,000. That puts us at 76.50%. That's slightly below prior years, but again, if you all recall, we had elections this year for the property tax, so that kind of keeping us a little bit behind our normal schedules. For sales taxes, for the month of March, we collected $500,878, making the collections for March the highest it's ever received for the month of March.
Wow.
That's a 12.86% increase from last year's March. That's $57,000 more than last year, March of last year. On the revenues and expenditures, both line items, revenues are exceeding expectations. Expenditures were within budget, with an exception of some line items that we should be able to control between now and the end of the year. Water and Sewer Department, over the first 5 months of the fiscal year, water and sewer revenues have increased by 14.88% compared to the same period last year. That's an increase of $404,685. I know we never put too much emphasis on this number. We mention it, but I would like to put a little bit more emphasis this time around. This 404,000 is more than last year, but last year, if you remember, that was $800,000 more than the previous year.
Yes.
So that's 1.2 million in less than 1.5 years of the fiscal year. So, and they're continuing to go up. So I'm expecting between now and the end of the fiscal year will be between 1.5 and 2 million in extra revenues that we wouldn't have collected. Most of this is coming from the water meter swap and the accounts that we identified that weren't being collected before. So that's a lot of money that the water department is bringing into their department. On the expenditure side, they do have one line item, but I do have a resolution further on in the meeting that we're going to present. Hopefully, commission approves it, and that should help us identify that problem and take care of it. Hopefully, stay within budget. And that's it for me. Any questions?
Keep up the good work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Cantu. I know that you're pouring your heart out to those numbers, and we're very proud of everything that you do.
Thank you.
Sincerely appreciate it. Keep us informed with items that need to be discussed. I know that you're very good about it. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for keeping us updated.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate it, sir.
Good afternoon, Mayor, Commissioners.
Good afternoon, sir.
This month, we have the amnesty program going on. We have everything going, and it's doing pretty well with all the numbers. We're also working with the workforce to have those 2 new employees coming in. We're still waiting on them to call, but everything has been submitted. Other than that, we've been closing as many files as we can. Basically, all the old statute of limitation ones are the ones that we've been closing on for a while now. So other than that, everything else is still the same.
Are you still missing an employee? Do you already have
Well,
it?
we already have all the employees that we need, but we requested 2 more for the purposes of trying to eliminate some other things that are going on.
Sure. Yes, sir.
All right?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Mr. Salinas?
Good afternoon, Mayor and Commission. Ruben Salinas, Public Utilities Department. For the month of February, we had a total of 312 work orders. two water connections, one sewer connection. We had 7 residents paying a total of $2,161 in bad debt, and we had 49 reconnection fees totaling $1,470. A vehicle accident was reported here by Trophy. A resident ran over a fire hydrant. We were able to preserve it, saving the city about $3,500 in cost estimate. On our McGuire contract, the city entered into a contract with McGuire in 2019 for the inspection and maintenance of all water storage tanks. Under the terms of this agreement, McGuire is responsible for conducting inspections and performing any necessary maintenance based on the established scope of work. Their current contract is set to expire in 2030. I've been reaching out to a couple of contractors and companies over how they base their work off of doing this maintenance and doing our TCQ inspections on these tanks. I found out that they're 60 to 70% cheaper than the contractor that we currently have. That's an estimated $357,000 to $417,000 that we would be saving if we were to switch over this year. Me and Leo were talking with one of the contractors that day, and we found out that we had $87,000 in credit if we were to get out of this contract.
Wow.
Which Leo, Mr. Cantu had mentioned that we can apply these funds to another contract that we have, an existing one with McGuire, and we can potentially eliminate the need for any out-of-pocket expense.
Very good. Mr. Ruben, and on this one, Mr. Milan, Sara, Leo, and you did a wonderful job. When you brought it up and you started reviewing all those old contracts, especially the fishy ones,
yes,
you started to find out things that were not right. So for that, Mr. Milan and our legal department for reviewing and making sure that we could get out of those, it's huge for the city. You can see the savings, you can see everything that we now are doing without loans, all the paving and the water and parks and pools and everything is due to your good management skills. So again, to the team, the administration team, and everybody, of course, but on this matter especially, thank you for Leo doing a good job looking for those fishy contracts. So the city will be saving, can you say it again, 400 and what?
An estimated $357,000 to $417,000.
An estimate of $400,000 will be saving just because we're gonna switch to a normal contract for these services that every city needs, right?
Yes, sir.
So good job, man. Thank you.
I'd like to thank you all for your support and obviously the dedication of all the employees here.
Thank you so much, Mr. Salinas, for everything.
Good afternoon, Mayor. City
Good
Council.
afternoon, sir.
Hector Barrera.
Good afternoon.
City Public Works Department. We had a total of 245 citizens to go to the 14 acres for the citywide cleanup. We're gonna be open all this week from 9 till 6 during the week. And on Saturday, we'll be open from 9 till 2 this coming Saturday. Our brush pickup is on schedule. We have a lot of brush right now. We go through a subdivision pickup and then by the next day we have more brush, so cooperate with us. We're active on the recycling on Saturdays for cardboard and plastics. We're active on the paving. We're gonna be paving two alleys, full pave, maybe by Friday. So
Great, sir.
we're still working on that. Any other questions for me?
No questions, Mr. Barrera. Thank you so much for everything that you do. I know that you and your crew were out there during this hard times that we had just recently. We sincerely appreciate that. And just like I told the chief, keep an eye open to see if there's anybody that's in need. And if
Yes.
they need some special assistance, please let us know.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Catu, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Mayor, Commissioners. I'm Antonio Cantu with the Planning and Code Enforcement Department. I gave you actually hard copies of my report. For the month of February, overall permits issued was 193. And I also put a comparison from last year as requested. Last year, February, we did 152, so it was a gain of 41 more permits were issued.
It was 21,
41 more.
41 more?
Yes, sir.
Okay, from last year?
From last year, February.
It's always good to have a point of reference, just like Mr. Catu is able to tell us, hey, you know what, last year we did X, Y, and Z, this year we're doing X, Y, and Z. It helps us to keep us into perspective to see if we need to do something about it. Obviously, we want for those numbers to be increasing year after year, right? And if it's not increasing, well, then that's when we got to draw our attention to that and see what's wrong. But having a point of reference is very good, so thank you so much for making that change, Mr. Catu.
No, thank you. We logged in 229 walk-ins. The office received 890 calls. Our building inspector made 96 inspections. We opened 190 new cases for environmental and health. We issued 47 health permits. Inspections were 48 for the health. We physically did 911 physical address issued, 29. And also we issued several certificate occupancies. DHR Health, located 141 North FM 3167, Unit 20. DHR Health, 137 North FM 3167, Unit 20. And DHR Health, 137 North FM 3167, Unit 10. We also did one for Matos Deluxe Hairs at 206 North Birchen Avenue, Suite C. Ethel's Creation, 306 East 2nd Street. Sepulveda Safety Solutions and Training, located at 108 North Washington Suite B. And Rio Grande Bar and Grill, located 1109 East South Benito. Also, give you a update. We issued 17 permits for the storm damages. This is up to date. 10 were for roofing and 7 were for electrical. Any other questions I could answer?
I do have a question, Mr. Cantu. On item number 4, which says the square footage residential, and item number 3, square footage commercial. On this year, 2026, is 15,502 for commercial, and the previous years was 1,103.
Yes, sir. That's what we have. So you're looking at the square footage for commercial is 15,502.
Yeah, but those are like new buildings that are?
That's overall, new buildings or remodels or and so on.
Commercial-wise, we pretty much increased by
700, I believe, say 730%.
1,400%, 14 times more?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Wow. And residential from 7,000 square feet to 31,000?
31,000 square feet.
That's 4 times more, 400,000.
And that's, yes, that's also including square footage for remodels and so on. It's not just new construction, it's total.
That's a lot.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Also want to mention, there's 2 openings in the planning department. One is for planning secretary and one for code enforcement office.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any special requirements for the secretary?
We have a description online, but there are, I believe, the high school diploma and so on.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, good afternoon. Norma Foltz, Oregon City Public Library Director. In the month of February, we had 2,014 visitors to the library. We have we have been invited to apply for a grant from Save the Children. We got this grant last year specifically for the summer reading program, and it's $10,000 to be used for the program. So they've already identified 5 libraries that will be receiving this, and we are one of them. The application is due on March 31st, and we're working on completing that submission. Also, we have through E-Rate. E-Rate gives us a 90% discount on our internet. Right now, we're asking for an extension, and we've given that information to legal to make sure everything's, but the original contract was approved in March of 2022, and this is just a one-year extension. We have our upcoming event is Dia del Niño, and that'll be happening in April. It seems like a long way away, but we're just saying it now to make sure that people that want to participate know that that'll be coming up at the end of April. And then, of course, we have tonight, we'll have the free concert with the Air Force 5-member group. You all have any questions for me?
Ms. Waltz, thank you so much.
And just quickly, Kelsey and Elinda and I will be going to the State Library Conference at the beginning of next week, so we'll be gone for a few days to that. Thank you for the opportunity to take my staff.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for everything that you do. We sincerely appreciate it.
Have a great learning experience. Say hi to all your 100 friends over there. You know everybody.
Oh, yeah. She's very popular out there. So, with so many awards throughout the years, you know, she walks in, she was in like a celebrity.
Yes.
Oh, there's Norma, there's Miss Waltz.
Good afternoon, Mayor, Commissioners. Marco Trevino for Parks and Rec.
Good afternoon, sir.
Currently for Parks and Rec, we started our Pony League season on 3/9. Currently 47 teams, which totals about 550 players, which is a great outcome.
Very good.
Director of Pony was amazed at the amount of people or teams that we had gotten for this season. Also, youth basketball with a strong showing of currently 39 teams, which also puts about 400 individuals in that league. So total in that with the registrations for both leagues would be roughly a little over 36,000, which would be in the general fund. So if you keep that in mind, that's about half of what we did the year before. So we're growing and having more programs for our youth and our community. New to the program that we're kicking off is the Adult Kickball League. Currently, we have about 4 to 5 teams already signed up. I mean, some new programs. Our third season for men's softball is about to kick off as well next week. That has 9 teams. So if you look at it, I mean, the department is full every day or has activities going on every day. This Saturday, we will have Easter in the Park. So we invite the community to come out. There's going to be over 9,000 Easter eggs, food, petting zoo. So that's my report. One thing also, we are partnering up with the South Texas Beat Classic Track Meet. This is a new organization that has come out, and we with the school, Rio Grande City ISD, we partner up, and this is the first time that we'll be hosting a track meet together. So look out for that. Any questions for?
5K for May 2nd, right?
Correct. Cinco de Mayo, the registration is open online, so register. We currently have still space for guaranteed shirts and medals for anybody that registers, so it's still early registration, but we should be good.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Mr. Lima?
Good afternoon, Mayor and Commission. Melinda Gomez, Rio Grande City EDC Executive Director.
Good morning. Good afternoon, actually.
Hello. Here to report that we are still continuing to accept applications for the Small Business Boost Grant. Because more people have become interested, we are currently working on translating the application in Spanish. A lot of our business owners are Spanish speaking and Spanish reading. So we're working on that. to make it easier for them to access. We have also received several inquiries about the Main Street Facade Program, and that one also will be translated in Spanish as well. We are continuing, let me backtrack. I recently attended COSTEP's Industrial Intelligence Briefing at South Texas College. This is a executive level session that presented key insights into the manufacturing landscape of the Rio South Texas region and North Tamaulipas, based on verified data from the industrial data system. So here they spoke about an online platform that gives information regarding the entire South Texas region for industrial industries on our side and on northern Tamaulipas side. They introduced a new data platform for tracking manufacturing and industry trends in the Rio Grande Valley. And also we took part in the Hats Off to Women of Distinction. This was put out by the Rio Grande Valley Hispanic Chamber. And our own Ms. Talia Munoz from the hospital was honored, so we went to support her. Recent highlights include the ribbon cutting for DHR, Health Medical Campus, and we do have ongoing construction for the new 7 Brew Coffee. For Main Street, just to report that we have, or the city has improvements along Britton Avenue anticipated to begin late spring, early summer. And to let the community know that last year the city had received a grant from the Texas Department of Agriculture to help with the upgrade of the infrastructure and improve the historic downtown Britton Avenue, focusing on accessibility and preservation. This past weekend we had the spring downtown market, which was a success. We had over 25 vendors, and we had our own Mr. Roy Garza, our board member, DJ for us for a little bit, and it was kind of fun because we did have some dancing going on after, towards later in the evening. The Bessie 3 Trolley Tour can now be booked online at rgc-mainstreet.com/Bessie 3 Trolley Tours, making it easier for residents and visitors to sign up. Our staff is still working to improve the booking process as we roll it out. We will keep supporting local businesses, moving development projects forward, and looking forward to new opportunities to help Rio Grande City grow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Mayor and Commission, I'll be reporting for Ms. Valerie Brown, our HR Director. She's feeling a little under the weather. Ms. Valerie Brown has been continuing with TMRS ICMA applications for either rollover or retirement, also on some claims that we have with workers' comp, job postings, and new hires. So for new hires during the month of February, we had Claudia Reina with the municipal court as a clerk, and Luis Delgado, firefighter. Obviously, we hired additional staff for the fire department during this current month. And we continue advertising. We have a few positions that are still open with the city. So we have the executive assistant with public utilities, an administrative assistant for the RGC-DC, a Main Street coordinator, our secretary for our planning department, a code enforcement officer, and those are on our website and on our social media pages. And now that I'm up here, I wanted to mention we'll be having a site visit tomorrow with the Texas Parks and Wildlife for our Fort Ringgold grant. With our grant manager, they'll be walking out there with us and we'll be providing a timeline. And we also received official notice from the South Texas Food Bank that our site was approved, so we can move forward with our food pantry.
Great news. Great news. Thank you. Stiana, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Mayor and Commission. How are we all doing today? My name is Valeria de Anda. I'm the Public Relations Specialist for the City of Rio Grande City, and I'll be presenting the Public Relations Monthly Report. So for the past month, we've been focusing on our State of the City coordination. We've distributed sponsorship request letters, we've shared sponsorship informations, and done a lot of follow-up calls with prospective partners and sponsors. We've coordinated with department heads to compile the top 5 accomplishments to present in our State of the City address presentation. We've also distributed informational flyers outlining brush pickup schedule. We've recorded and produced content for the What I Love About Rio Grande City Valentine's Day edition video with Ms. Marlene Mendoza, our EDC communications coordinator. We've also attended the Founders Day celebration. We captured content, video, and photos to let everyone know our events, to make sure that they feel included and they're part of our celebrations if they can't attend. We've also attended the Starr County Excellence Awards, where we had the privilege and honor to support our Chief of Police, Jose Solis, and our Commissioner, Ediel Barrera, for receiving an award. So we were very happy and proud to be there and represent our city. What to expect in the coming month? So the coming month, we will focus on finalizing our State of the City address. We're also going to focus on the sponsorship and promotion for one of our biggest events coming up, which is Freedom Fest in late June. Additionally, the Public Relations Department will also increase the frequency of department progress updates shared with the community. These updates will be highlighting significant projects, milestones, and ongoing initiatives undertaken by city departments, reinforcing transparency and keeping residents informed about continued progress in our city. Also, I'd like to let everyone know that tomorrow we have our latest episode of The Lunch Break being published on our Spotify platform. So please stay tuned and follow us on Spotify, and stay tuned through our social media web pages so we keep everyone informed.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Do we have any comments, questions, or concerns?
None? Good job. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you all
Thank
so
you.
much. Have a great day.
Thank you, likewise. Does that conclude our reports? Very well. Thank you so much for everything that you're doing. We sincerely appreciate all those reports. Now we move to item 3A, discussion possible action to remove and appoint members to the Golf Course Committee Advisory Board. Presentation. Mr. Trevino?
Good afternoon, sir. This is for the, okay, I'm sorry. The removal of a candidate and replaced by Raudel. This is a gentleman that was recommended by one of the members.
We're removing one?
Yes, never showed up after the first meeting.
Oh, okay. Who was that?
It was, let me see real quick.
Felix Flores sent that he wanted to withdraw from.
Felix Flores?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Very well. And we have another candidate?
Yes, the candidate that will be replacing him would be Raudel Rangel. He was recommended by Dante.
Very well. Okay. Okay.
Do we need a motion for that?
Yes, sir.
I move to approve item 3A as presented with the names mentioned before us to remove and the name mentioned before us to include.
Appoint, yeah. I second.
Motion has been second. No more questions, concerns? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Number 4A, discussion and possible action to approve the second reading of ordinance number 2026-01, ordaining provisions pertaining to animal welfare, ordaining provisions and fee pertaining to impoundment, pertaining to the care and control of dogs, providing for penalties, ordaining other provisions pertaining to subject matter thereof, providing a severability clause, and providing an effective date. Mr. Gonzalez?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So this is the second reading, and we're asking to see if it could be adopted and approved.
Very well, sir. Do we have a motion on
I
this?
move that we approve as presented.
I second.
Motion has been second. Questions, concerns? All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And B, discussion and possible action to approve the second reading of ordinance number 2026-02, declaring the unopposed candidate elected to the office of the City Commission and canceling the May 2nd, 2026 general election for such office pursuant to Chapter 2, Subchapter C of the Texas Election Code.
Mayor, I move to approve item 4B as presented.
Okay, I second the motion. Questions, concerns? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Moving to item C, discussion and possible action to approve the first reading of ordinance number 2026, an ordinance of the City of Rio Grande City, Texas, establishing a Veterans Memorial Advisory Committee and appointing members therein, providing provisions related to memorial plaques and signage at Veterans Memorial Park, providing a severability clause, and providing an effective date.
Mayor and Commission, before you is an ordinance so that we can form a committee. So circling back to the conversation that we had earlier during public forum, the plan is to provide some signage at the Veterans Memorial Park. And in order to do so, we want to get the community involved, to get their feedback, because we don't want to leave anyone out. We want to make sure that all those names are listed and honored at this park. The only blanks we have here is the number of members we would like in this committee and how long of a term that they would serve.
Well, I would propose that, well, let's have a motion to hear this item and then we'll discuss it.
I move to approve item 4C as presented.
Second. Okay, second. Now it's open for discussion. So, this is one of the projects that I think should be expedited. I don't anticipate that it's going to be very expensive to accomplish what we're trying to accomplish. Obviously, Mr. Rivera, who was a presenter during the public forum, he used to be a professor at UT-RGV, and he compiled a lot of the information. He's going to come over and present it to them. And obviously, the first thing is going to be the information gathering, but I would want to see some plaques that are out there, and obviously we're going to leave some room to continue adding names, but at least so that we can start with the project. It would be nice that the committee, if it's approved today, that they provide to us some photographs or references as to what they have in Hidalgo County. Mr. Rivera, he was able to take me on a tour to go check out various facilities where they have this kind of plaques, and they're very nice. They have some benches, they have some plaques, they're made out of granite, and based on what I saw there, I mean, I think most of the work is research, but I don't think it's very expensive to have these plaques out there. But I would like to see something going this year, perhaps.
Oh, yeah, these coming months, for sure.
Yeah.
And Mayor, on these also, these Memorial Advisory Committee, I am certain that they will be working at 1,000 miles per hour, because most of these will be veterans.
Yes.
That know the value and the sacrifice it takes for them to go and fight for what we are enjoying today, which is our freedom. So I'm pretty sure they can have something for next month.
Yep.
I'm not even worried about that, because veterans work hard and they will get the work done within days. So if they can come up with a space at our Veterans Memorial Park where they want for these monuments or these plaques to be located at, just to come and present to us, and I'm pretty sure the whole commission will be glad to approve whatever cost it is within our
Budget.
yes, within our budget. But definitely we can start having something by next month. So
Absolutely.
yes, I agree 100%. And now their family members and friends of those committed veterans will be having a place where they could be honored and for what they have done for the country and for their community. So I'm very excited for these program. And now that park, it's gonna be a landmark, because people will come just to see the plaques and maybe a small biography or whatever the committee suggests for us to have on that. So I'm very, very, grateful for these committee. Grateful.
One of the things that before we vote on this one of the things that I would recommend to the commission is that we name this the Omar Rivera Veterans Memorial Advisory Committee. Mr. Rivera, I wish that he would have told me that he was not bringing an extra copy, but you should see the research that he's got. And he did it out of his own free will. I mean, nobody asked him to do this. He's just passionate about this kind of work, and he loves to research, and he's done a lot of free work. So I think that it would be a small token of appreciation
Very appropriate, yes.
to name this advisory committee in his name. So I would recommend that the commission
I concur, Mayor.
I think we can make that revision in the second reading, because this is just the first reading, and then we'll read it again. And at that point, I know Ms. Lynette has reached out to some individuals to take part of this committee. So we can nominate in the second reading and make those revisions.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, with that in mind, would somebody like to amend the motion? Who did the motion?
Mr. Barrera.
Mr. Barrera?
Yes.
I would kindly ask that you amend the motion and name it the Omar Rivera Veterans Memorial Advisory Committee.
Okay.
Now, my question is.
Yes, sir.
How many members of the committee would you like to have? Can we
You want to do an even number, so it could be 3, 5, 7?
I would say 5 or 7.
Odd number, right?
I'm sorry, an odd number.
Yeah, 5 or 7.
Seven. I think 7 is great. 7, yeah, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna have more volunteers. So 7 is not that much, and it's not. Okay, so at this time, I want to amend item 4C as presented by naming this committee Mr. Omar Rivera's committee, and also we would love to have 7 members in this Omar Rivera
To
committee.
serve a term of 2 years?
For the term of 2 years.
Okay.
Yes.
I second the amendment.
Having been second, it's right for a vote. All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. D, discussion and possible action to approve the first reading of ordinance number 2026-04, an ordinance of the City of Rio Grande City, Texas, establishing a rodeo advisory committee and appointing members therein, providing provisions related to its purpose, composition, and duties, providing a severability clause, and providing an effective date.
Yes, Mayor, Commission, before you is a first reading ordinance to establish a rodeo advisory committee. It is this City Commission's vision to bring back the sport over to our community. That's been very instrumental in molding our community. It's something that's lacking in our community. And we've received requests from citizens wanting to know if the rodeo's ever going to come back, if we're ever going to establish an arena. I know that we have already looked at the possibility of getting some funding for that within the next year or so. We have the property. So this point, I think we can safely say that none of us are rodeo cowboys, and we need to get some input from those who are as far as what would be the amenities that we would like to offer at this rodeo. So that's what this committee would be for. And also similar how many individuals we'd like in this committee and the term.
7? Same thing?
Okay. Do we have a motion to hear this item?
I move that we hear item 4D.
I second.
Second. Motion has been seconded. It's right for discussion. I know that I met with U.S. Representative Henry Cuellar, and he did advise us that he was going to try to see if there were some money available for this particular project. But I know that we've been getting a lot of phone calls. They've been asking about whether or not the rodeo's coming back. I think it's a great idea. And one of the things that we need to start thinking about is having something unique that our city can offer, so that we can draw people from outside of our city. Obviously, it drives our economy. And this is one of those ideas that if we could do it with some funding from either from the state or from the federal government, that'll be great. And it's something that we have to offer. I know that we have a lot of people that like to rope, they like to go to rodeos, and it's a big attraction. I think that it's part of our community, it's part of our heritage, and it's something that we should do it. So,
How many members do you think?
7 is fine.
7?
Yeah,
Okay.
7 is fine for 2 years, I would propose.
Okay, let's do it.
All of those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Motion carries. E, discussion and possible action to approve the first reading of ordinance number 2026-05, an ordinance of the City of Rio Grande City, Texas, enacting a new code for the city entitled Code of Ordinances, City of Rio Grande City, Texas, published by Municode, consisting of chapters 1 through 44, each inclusive, is adopted and establishing the repeal of certain ordinances not included therein, providing a penalty for the violation thereof, providing for the manner of amending such code, and providing for an effective date.
We're almost there. This is the ordinance that's going to get us closer to having Municode publish all of our ordinances, and we're hoping to launch
Yeah.
very soon.
I want to, well, do we
I
have a
move to
motion?
approve item 4E as presented.
Second. Motion has been second. I want to thank our legal department because this is one of the first initiatives that I saw that was needed within the city. To me, as a lawyer, I come in from a background of rules and regulations, and obviously when you want to do something, you go somewhere to a bank of rules, right? In our cases, statutes. But there's always a bank of rules where you can go and see what is it that you can and cannot do. And I try to do that for the city. And I try to find out what are the ordinances, where do I find them? And they were all scattered all over the place. So, and I think that's unfair for our citizens, where if they want to do something, they should be able to go to this bank of rules and regulations and find out, hey, I got to shut down the music at 10, you know? Or I got to do X, Y, and Z, or whatever it is that you're trying to do, you should be able to know and have access to the rules and regulations within your city. And I think this is going to get us close. I know it's been a lot of work. So I want to commend our legal department, her team as well, because I know that they've been very diligent in working on it, and we're getting closer to that. So we're trying to establish the bare minimum, the basics, and I think that this is an essential one. And thank you so much, and I'm very proud of all the work that you guys have done, and I'm very proud of this initiative. So thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Mayor, adding
Yes,
to
sir.
that, don't forget about the police department, which also it's on the right track to get that in place, and it will be at 100% with that new program that we'll be having. So the city and the police department at the same time.
Oh, that is correct. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good job, Chief. Amen.
Thank you. All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Thank you. F, discussion and possible action to amend ordinance number 2025-03, amending ordinances, procedures, and enforcement regulating the parking of heavy and commercial trucks within residential and commercial areas of Rio Grande City.
Mayor, I'm going to recommend that we title it ordinance number 2025-06, just in sequence.
2026.
I'm sorry, 2026.
2026, okay, so what is the actual number? 2026
-06.
06, okay, yeah, was this a typo, or?
Yeah, so the practice used to be that we would just amend the old ordinance, but in keeping up with Municode so that we correctly have a sequence of our ordinances, we're going to initiate a new system of.
Is that gonna be the same for G?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
2026-07.
We'll get to that. 2026-07. Okay,
Yes.
got it.
7 or 3?
7,
Okay.
yeah. If you can see on E, it was 2026-05.
Yeah.
We're currently on F, 2026-06, and then the following one, 07. Anyway, so do we have a motion for this matter?
I move that we approve item 8F.
Second?
I'm sorry, is it 4F?
F.
For
Yes.
it.
4F, yes.
Second,
With-
Mr. Barrera?
With the change of numbers, right?
That is correct, yes. It's got to reflect the 2026-06. Is that correct?
Yes, with the 2026-06, and what is that, 06 and 07?
No, 06 only.
06, okay.
Yeah.
I second.
Has been second. Discussion?
This ordinance is just going to assist us to permit and enforce.
Okay. Thank you. All of those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Thank you. Motion carries. Now going to G. Discussion, possible action to amend ordinance number 2026-07, amending the meeting requirements for the Golf Course Committee to explore and develop ideas for the feasibility of establishment of a golf course or golf facilities in Rio Grande City, providing for its composition, duties, and reporting requirements, and providing for an effective date.
Yes, Mayor, Commission, this amendment provides flexibility in committee membership, allows meetings as needed instead of requiring them monthly, and replaces the fixed 12-month reporting deadline with a more practical timeline determined by the committee and the commission.
Very well. Okay. Motion, gentlemen?
I move that we approve item 4G
I second.
with a change of 2026-07.
I second.
Thank you. Second, discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. And on the resolutions, they require a record vote. Okay. 5A, resolutions. Discussion and possible action to approve resolution number 2026-14, a resolution for a budget amendment to the Rio Grande City Economic Development Corporation in the amount of $616,000 funded from unassigned fund balance. Mr.
Mayor-
Catu?
Mayor Commissioners, we're bringing this item back from last month. We tabled it because the Board of Directors from the EDC had a budget amendment last month. We had put a number of 441 here, but when the directors met, there were some other projects that were already, I guess, committed to, so we brought the number up to 616. So we're just bringing it back to get it approved. The EDC Board of Directors had already approved it. This has nothing to do with the general fund, so this is solely on their budget.
Very well, sir.
I move to approve item 5A as discussed.
I second.
Motion, second. Any questions, discussion? If not, all of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I'm sorry, I need a record vote.
Yes.
Commissioner De Leon, absent, no vote. Commissioner Barrera?
Aye, in favor?
In favor. Mayor, in favor. Commissioner Olivares?
In favor.
In favor. Commissioner Eudolio Barrera, absent. Motion carries. Thank you. B, discussion and possible action to approve resolution number 2026-19, a resolution accepting the City of Rio Grande City's independent auditor report for the fiscal year ended September 30th, 2025. Mr.
Mayor-
Catu?
Mayor Commissioners, this year is to approve the fiscal year audit for 24-25 fiscal year. Our auditor was unable to be here this afternoon, but he can make himself available if you have any questions for him next month. Due to the passing of SB 1851 that passed last year, every municipality that doesn't have their audit done by the deadline won't be able to adopt a tax rate higher than the no revenue property tax rate. So he's got a lot of work right now trying to get all those finished. So he did send over the books. Put some in there for your review. I'm going to read what he sent over.
Yes, sir.
The city's independent auditors have completed the audit of the City of Rio Grande City's financial statements for the fiscal year ending September 30th, 2025. The audit was conducted in accordance with generally accepted auditing standards and government auditing standards. The purpose of the annual audit is to provide an independent review of the city's financial records, internal controls, and financial reporting to ensure accuracy, transparency, and compliance with applicable regulations. I'm happy to say that the city received a clean audit with no findings. There were no deficiencies in internal controls identified, and the city continues to maintain a strong fund balances across major funds, reflecting continued financial stability. If you want to review the booklet on page 16, you can see the fund balances for the general fund and the EDC. Respectively, the general fund has a fund balance of $5,542,706. That's a decrease of $103,187 from the previous year. The EDC has a fund balance of $2,630,337, and that's an increase of $429,813. And the Water Department has an unrestricted fund balance of $5,765,387, and you can see that one on page 20. That's the unrestricted fund balance, but their total fund balance is $26,508,138. Any questions on the audit?
No
So-
questions.
So everything was positive? Mr.
Everything's
Rivera?
positive. Like I said, I'm happy to report that there were no findings, no deficiencies on our internal controls. Everything came out great and on time, so we should, once it gets approved today, you'll be able to file it, and we'll be able to adopt our tax rates like we normally do every year.
Yes, sir. Do we have a motion?
I move that we, what's the item, five?
B.
5B, I move that we approve item 5B.
Second?
Has been second. Questions, concerns regarding the audit? If not, we have to go through a record vote again. Commissioner Ben de Leon is absent. Commissioner Ediel Barrera?
In favor?
Mayor in favor. Commissioner Olivares?
In favor.
Commissioner Eudolio Barrera is absent. Motion carries. Thank you. C, discussion and possible action to approve resolution number 2026-20, the purchase of a used 10-yard Vector truck through the Sourcewell Cooperative Purchasing Program in the amount of $350,000. Approve a budget amendment within the Public Utilities Fund for the purchase and contracted services.
Again, Mayor Commissioners, we're bringing up for your approval the purchase of a used Vector truck. As you all know, we only have one truck available for the Public Utility Department. That truck has been down for the last 3 months. I went ahead and provided some numbers for the justification of the purchase of this vehicle. We think this is the best way to go. As you all may recall, I present on my monthly reports that the contracted services for the Public Utility Department has exhausted their budget. It was almost exhausted last month, but they have totally exhausted it this month. At the time of this memo that I created back in, I think it was on February 24th, we had expensed $53,225,000 in contracted services. That number has gone up to $69,800 as of today. Prior years, fiscal year 22-23, we spent $46,367 in contracted services. In 23-24, that's $35,100. In fiscal year 24-25, we spent $52,850. I believe those amounts could justify the payment of this kind of equipment. We're also proposing that if this gets approved, we assign a driver for each one of the vac trucks that we will have, and nobody else will be able to touch those vac trucks except those two individuals, one for their respective trucks, and we would send them to trainings at a minimum of twice a year, every 6 months.
Okay. Do we have a motion?
I move that we approve item 5C.
I second?
Second. In going back to what Mr. Cantu was talking about, this is a big investment that the city is doing in a piece of equipment, and I agree with Mr. Cantu that we need to designate one individual, and I think that obviously this is policy of the city, right, that needs to be implemented, but I want for the personnel to know that this is coming directly from the commission, that one individual, one qualified individual should be the only one operating the vehicle. And I think there was a suggestion that if the qualified individual is not available to operate, that we would rather source it out.
That's correct.
Rather than having somebody inexperienced to operate this piece of machinery.
Yes, that's correct, Mayor. Like you know,
And the
it's,
rationale for that is for it to maintain it in working condition, right? Because there has to be certain steps that need to be followed.
Yes, there's, like the mayor's mentioned before, there's a pre-trip and a post-trip that the drivers have to do on their own vehicles, and I believe that the best way to do it is just assign one individual per vehicle and make sure that those pre-trips and post-trips are being done on a daily basis. And if they're not available, we'd rather source it out, and I think it's better to pay, I don't know, maybe $2,000 on the contracted services and wait for the individual to be available to manage their own truck.
So Mr. Cantu, I think I'm going to ask the commissioners to also make it part of this item that's one of the requirements. That's a contingency of this purchase that the city and the personnel has to appoint one single individual who's going to be subject to trainings and only that person that has been designated is the person that's gonna be able to operate the machine.
Yes.
And he's gonna be the person accountable for the use of the machine, writing reports, as to the use of the machine, and also as to pre-trip inspections and post-trip inspections. And so that we can have also a complete file of the use of the vehicle that should contain the maintenance, oil changes, everything, so that somebody can pay very, very close attention to what's happening to that piece of equipment.
Yes, I strongly agree that if we implement those guidelines, that we would be able to save ourselves a lot of money. I do want to mention that the vehicle, or the equipment that we contract out is a 2007 piece of equipment. We have a 2019 and ready to purchase a 2022, I think those
Right.
piece of equipment.
What's the prognosis for the 2019, sir? Any update?
I think that's on Mr.
What's the, I'm sorry,
The Vector truck?
the Vector? It's, 2019.
No, but the.
No,
what's wrong with it?
the one being repaired.
The blower and the vacuum have gone out and they can't find a reason or anything to fix it. They've already checked it electronically and all the circuits, relays, and you just can't find
Okay.
what's wrong with it right now.
Very well.
Can I amend my motion to the effect that everything you stated, Mayor?
Yes, sir. Please do.
Well, I move that we approve item 5C as presented with the addition of designating a driver with appropriate training for the truck. This will give new meaning to designated driver, but it's a designated, driver for the truck.
Right. Okay.
With the addition of the guidelines as proposed by the mayor.
Yeah. To keep an accounting and a file of the use of the vehicle with pre-trip inspections and post-trip inspections. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, absolutely, that's correct.
Second?
Second?
Okay. All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Record vote.
Oh, yeah, record vote. Commissioner Ben De Leon is absent. Commissioner Ediel Barrera.
In favor?
In favor. Mayor in favor. Commissioner Olivares.
In favor.
In favor. Commissioner Barrera absent. Motion carries. Thank you. Going to D, discussion of possible action to approve resolution number 2026-21, a resolution declaring the city's intent to reimburse expenditures related to the purchase of Vector truck and
Bless you.
excuse me, thank you. Other public utilities department projects with proceeds from future certificates of obligation. Mr. Cantu, I think this goes back to the same purchase, is that correct?
Yes, Mayor. This goes back to the same purchase. The reason we're doing this is just, in the previous line item, we didn't specify that we're gonna finance it or anything. We're gonna pay it outright. But with this resolution, I didn't wanna just go out and finance it for 5 years. If in the future we're gonna go out for COs, I'd rather put everything together in the COs. If for whatever reason we end up not going out for the COs, we can always come back and finance it through government capital or any other bank, and we can
Right.
reimburse the water department back.
Well, at some point, Mr. Cantu, the city's doing well, and I guess we'll leave it to your discretion to bring it to our attention that if it turns out we don't need the money, there's no reason for us to go out there and get financing. for it,
Pay interest, right?
Yeah, pay interest, so, keep us in the loop, let us know if anything changes, but if you see that we still are able to keep a healthy fund balance, I mean, don't even worry about trying to go get that money back, I mean, there's no sense of paying it and then going and get a loan and pay interest on it. If we can afford it, let's go for it.
Okay.
You know?
We just keep doing what we're doing without loans.
Yes.
Yeah,
We're
so,
doing many things without a loan right now, so
Paying
that's
cash.
good to know. So I move to approve item 5D as presented.
Second.
motion, second, record vote, I'm sorry, discussion?
Nope.
Nobody? Okay. Commissioner Ben De Leon, absent. Commissioner Ediel Barrera,
In favor?
in favor. Mayor, in favor. Commissioner Olivares,
In favor.
Commissioner Barrera, absent. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Are there 2 seats on that truck? Can somebody give us a ride to try it out or no? Okay. With that condition, Mayor?
No, sir, no, sir. No, you can only take pictures with it and go for a joyride, but
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to operate that thing, sir, I'm sorry.
But I can ride shotgun there.
We got a lawnmower, a riding lawnmower, SSG, yeah, that one you can ride it.
Okay, thank you.
Now they can play the music.
I'm sorry?
The music the other day, the other meeting.
Oh, yes. When Valerie was talking.
Cue the music. Oh, high pressure. Por eso les faltan anchitos. Aquí está todo.
The pressure is the one.
Oh.
And don't flush it while you're sitting like
It's
Yeah,
un
I
momento, Typically, we'd be able to carry on, but since it's only three of us, sorry, you took quorum with you, sorry. All right. 6A, discussion of possible action regarding the approval of expenditures on contract value less than 100,000 but more than 5,000 that comply with or are exempt from section 252.0215 of the Texas Local Government Code.
Mayor and Commission, the very first one under administration is for our State of the City. That's
Yes,
an
ma'am.
expense that we make. I also want to make a clarification on the fire department's fine line striping. So that is a two-part invoice. The first invoice is $85,000 to do the seal coat. And then it's an additional $14,000 to do the striping.
Oh, this is going to be at the airport,
Yes.
right?
And we have a ramp grant for that, that we apply for every year that covers $100,000 in reimbursement. It's a 90-10, so we can spend up to $111,111.11, and they reimburse us $100,000. So even with this, we still have some monies to work with. Our fire department did get additional quotes, but in the second one, you'll see where those services are combined, and they come in at 102, and the other invoice is at 114. So doing it this way, that was the cheapest quote.
Okay. And is that the only item for the airport or from the,
For the airport, yes, so
Okay.
that's what's under the fire department, but I did want to make that clarification.
okay, noted.
Ms.
And
Hernandez, on this
also-
one, we don't have any local companies doing that?
No, because it's specialized services, but we did reach out to our airport advisory board. They're the ones that helped guide us through getting some of these quotes. And these were the three quotes we were able to get. But yes, we tried to work with some local vendors, but unfortunately, this is the one that came in the cheapest.
Mr. Muñiz, do you know anybody local? Have you ever done this kind of work before?
No, just the striping, which is part of the.
The second quote.
The second quote, correct. But he didn't apply he hasn't replied to the asking of a quote on that yet.
He never submitted
He
the
never submitted the quote. But there's one individual that does, that we know about.
just striping.
So just a striping, correct.
Okay. Okay. Moving on, I think, Chief, you have, or I'm sorry, Ms. Hernandez, do
I
you have
know
some
Ms.
more items?
Oneida couldn't be with us here today, but under projects, we have 4 invoices from HAF, and we have representatives here, and also an invoice for grant works.
Okay, and what projects are this for?
Mr. Jones? The one for grant works, this is, we started working on the community development block grant that's gonna help us pave some streets. So
Yes.
Grant Works has already started doing some administrative work for us. We have the engineer working on this project as well. So they're taking care of all the paperwork for us. So for Grant Works, they've submitted their first invoice. This is something that we're gonna get reimbursed to us through this grant, and this work has been completed.
Okay.
And for HAF, I'll leave you with Mr. Jeff.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Commission. My name is Jose Luis Flores. I work with HAF Associates, and the invoices presented are for the water systems improvement, the EDAP project.
Yes, sir.
It's fully reimbursed by TWDB. It's currently we finished contracting subcontractors to do a study on the existing conditions of y'all's water plant and the system. And everybody came back with their reports, and we're reviewing them internally. We have also an existing hydraulic water model that is also being completed, and it is under internal review. The next steps in this project currently is finishing up a report that we will submit to the state, have it approved by the city and the state, and once that gets approved, we will move into construction with more construction-related activities.
Do you know when, more or less, we would expect some construction, some actual construction?
So right now, the way it
Next
is,
month,
Mayor,
maybe?
no, the environmental review is what's gonna really hold us back. So the environmental review at Water Development Board takes anywhere from 100 to 115 days. And there's really no expediting that process. And since we're in a historical area, really the downtown area is what's most on their
Is there any
mind.
likelihood that this year we'll be able to start construction?
Yes, sir.
of this project?
It would be late this year. We will have design plans, hopefully over to the utility department for them to look over and approve everything. But we'll keep you all in the loop.
Yeah. I trust that you're gonna push everybody to get this.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell them, you know what, I got all of these individuals that are gonna be pushing everybody, because we wanna get it done, right?
Yes, sir.
Pending for way too long.
They get tired of hearing they look at the call come in and say, este gallo.
Yeah, that's the way I want you to be
Yes, sir.
out there, sir. Because we wanna start construction, yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's been long overdue, and I know it's not your fault, but thank you so much for everything that you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mayor, Commission, we have 2 different items for purchase. First one is for our emergency lights for our 5 new trucks that spoke to Payne. We should get them by the 27th. Apparently they are in inspection right now at the Houston yard, getting ready. Once they pass the inspection, they'll get shipped out. So we actually need lights for all 5 pickups. I did get 2 quotes, requested a third one. They did not send it in. First one's for $18,750. Second quote is for $19,605. It's a $855 difference. I am requesting that we've done work with both of these individuals.
This individual, where's he stationed at?
He's in Alto Bonito.
Okay.
The second one is from Rio Grande City. We have done both. The second individual that gave me their quote was a little bit $855 higher.
Who's the other one, too?
Sorry, sir?
Who's the other one? I'm sorry. I'm trying to look at it here. I don't think-
Roberto Molina.
Oh.
He barely sent the quote last week after the deadline to submit.
Okay.
Cap Fleet, which is a company out of the valley that we've done work with also. In the past, they failed to submit any quote.
And is this through a grant or through city?
No, this would be through our forfeiture account.
Oh, okay.
So the total cost for each vehicle ranges between $3,750 and $3,921 per unit. But since we're doing 5 units, it goes over the $5,000 mark.
Very well, sir. Thank you.
All right. And the second one, I did go out to Go Car Wash.
Yes.
Spoke to the manager personally, gave them my business card, requested a quote, and never received an email from them. So we're recommending for us to go with our annual membership of Blue Wave.
Very well. So as long as you reached out and you did an effort to try to spread the wealth, we appreciate that.
Thank you for that, sir.
All right, no problem.
Thank you. Then we move to public utilities.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Commission. I have 3 reoccurring expenses from chemicals. The first one being ChemTrade in the amount of $8,276 with 55 cents.
What's this PVS DX, sir?
PVS DX, that's for the chlorine chemical that we use at the water plant. It's used to clean and treat water and provide better quality.
Is this on a monthly basis or?
Yes, sir. It's on a monthly basis. That expense is for $7,621 with 60 cents.
And the JPM?
JPM, that one,
That's close to 41,000.
yes, sir. So that is a quote, one of the 3 quotes that I've looked for the pumps at Las Lomas Booster Station that are currently over 20 years old. These pumps have begun to fail more and more due to the aging infrastructure and time that they were bought back in 2001, I believe. We tried multiple times to refurbish them. However, the cost of repairing these pumps is now comparable to purchasing a new one. When these pumps fail, they tend to cause low water pressure in the Alta Vista subdivision, which is past Las Lomas. And these people I think they fall a little bit under the TCQ recommended of 35 PSI. But that's not good for them. The department has obtained quotes for the specific pumps, and I believe I've got JPM, Texas Machine Shop, and yes, oh, here it is, Pumps of Houston. Pumps of Houston is a little bit cheaper, but they're not industrial grade. And they do not include VFDs. VFDs are a little component that we need for each pump in order to be controlling and preventing air hammers in our water lines. We are going to be doing this job in-house. We're just going to be buying the materials provided by JPM. We'll be saving about $10,000 to $15,000, if not more, by doing it in-house. By replacing these pumps, we would resolve any recurring maintenance issues and also strengthen the overall reliability in our system.
Mr. Cantu, this was not part of the budgeted amounts, was it?
No.
What's your recommendation on this one?
This gets approved and the line items, there's some line items in their departments, we still don't need a budget amendment because we can still move some money. There's
Right.
some money on supplying the materials. I'm hoping we can get enough money on that if we don't.
What's your take on this one? What's your take on this expense?
Mr. Salinas talked to me in the past about it, and I think it's probably cost efficient if we do this right now, as opposed to.
Do we have a point of reference as to how much it has cost us in the past to repair?
I can go back and check on all those, how much we spent on those.
Do you know more or less, Mr. Salinas?
I want to say, give or take, about $20,000, $25,000.
For repairs?
Yes,
And do you remember when was the last time that it was repaired?
about 3 or 4 months ago.
So we already spent another 20 grand.
About 3 or 4 months ago was about $12,000 to get them fixed.
And is that the only time that you remember that was fixed?
No, back in April or May when I entered, it was about another 13,000. just to get them fixed.
An
The issue,
annual fee.
But
yes,
besides the expense, Mr.
Ali.
Salinas, are we in trouble with that pump?
yes.
Okay, that's.
What kind of warranty comes with these pumps if we buy them?
I believe they have I'm not sure on the inside, which is the heart, but I know they have about 5 to 10 years of warranty on them. The only issue that I'm having right now is that out of 3 pumps, I only have 1 working, and it's working 24/7.
So, Mr. Ruben, and by problems, I mean water pressure with our friends in Las Lomas, right?
Yes.
Okay, so, in my opinion, I mean, this is an easy fix. We need, at least, and have another backup as well.
Yes.
We're supposed to have 3, and now we're working with 1 that is constantly having problems, so please bring the solution, and we can approve, because we cannot have these kind of problems with water pressure. It's horrible to have a water pressure, and especially
with summer coming up.
yes, so
The invoice says freight not included. What do you estimate freight to be? Is it in the thousands and the hundreds?
It should be somewhere between $500 to $1,000.
Very well, sir.
And
fleet?
that's for
The
the
fleet
current
enterprise
lease.
is just the monthly fee, right?
recurring.
The
Yes,
recurring.
it's the
recurring
currently, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Fire Department, I see that you have 2 more items, the RGB-CG and Atasco Industries.
Yeah, the Rio Grande Valley Group is the radios where we do we have our radios that are connected, and right now they are charging balance of 16,000. It's actually been revised, updated. Currently, they have sent us a $20,000 invoice, but we did some changes on there, and we currently now brought it down to $16,896. This is an annual subscription to the radios, having the radios on.
It's a recurring fee? Mr.
Yes,
Cato?
yes, it's concurrent with the police department. They have some radios and we have some other radios. They have 75 radios and we do have over 31 radios.
Okay,
We do get reimbursed for that, for the antenna, the radio.
right. Yes, sir. Okay.
And we do need, with Operation Lone Star that we ordered, got 100,000 from that grant. This company actually has our radios ready to go, but they will not program until we pay our annual subscription.
Okay. Very well, sir. Anything else?
Now, Chief Solis, now that you're standing there, just going back real quick, on one of the inter-office memorandums that you sent, we're still waiting pending the remaining of the 2 quotes on the intent to proceed to the lowest bidder on the lights, right? Have you contacted our local guys, Rio Sound and Hector and Juanito and what's the other one? Jose?
Rio Sound, I have spoken to them in the past. They haven't done too many lights, emergency lights, but it is something that they want to start getting into. With these 2 companies, or 3 companies that are requested quotes for, all our white Silverados were put by the lowest bidder right now.
Okay.
And we have not had any issues in the last 2
So
years.
we're to use those?
Yes,
Okay.
they're individuals that we know that they know how to install the emergency
And
lights.
do you remember the prices of that time is very similar?
The last time it was
No, you're talking about the guys that have done it in the past, right? Not the real, what's the name? Real Sound
Yeah.
and Jose
Yeah,
and
exactly.
them guys. Have you used those before?
for
Real Sound and
lights,
Jose?
no.
Yeah, they have.
We've done
But I'm
other,
saying that these guys that send the quote, we have used them in the past.
yes, and it was
Yes.
very similar
Okay.
to the first time we
Okay,
used them.
great. That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If there's something that we can do for our local people, please also consider them. So
Oh,
even if
will
it's
do.
not all of them, but
Yeah, so
something.
your recommendation on this is wait for the other ones that are pending quotes, or just move forward with
No,
this one?
my recommendation, go with the lowest bidder on this one, unless, you know,
Go
it's
forward
not.
today, right?
Go forward today, like that, we could have them order the lights, because this is really, what we're spending is actually the equipment and part of the labors.
Okay, appreciate it.
Right.
On the other stuff?
He said it was,
And also for the fire department, there's an item later on in the agenda to accept an award of $25,000 for a Texas A&M Forestry grant. So there's an invoice there for Casco for $13,882. That'll be reimbursed through that grant, and also for a generator, but I don't see the generator listed on the expenses, but it is on page 454. And that's in the amount of $6,974.10. This generator would be for the new station. And we're gonna apply those two invoices to the $25,000
Okay.
grant that we're getting.
Very well. What do we have next? Parks. Mr. Trevino, I see. I was looking at your quote, and just clarify this for me. Is it for the Silver Star, or is it for the Alta Vista
It's
Park?
for the Alta Vista Park. They're gonna be using the same LED type lighting that Silver Star used,
Yes.
so yes.
Okay, and essentially what you're asking is that we approve the lighting for that particular park, right?
Correct.
And
It's,
what condition is it right now?
It's, the park is in rough condition, but this is just something that is gonna start, having the park used. It does have a basketball court.
Yes.
But no lighting, so
No lighting at all?
very minimal lighting now. There's been some concerns of not violence, but of kids messing around in the park. So this is just one step of controlling that. And I know Ms. Sara and I have spoken about adding some playground sets in there and make it more usable for the community.
Fine by me, sir. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for taking the initiative to take care of the parks. This is something that this commission is very proud of, that we have an individual that goes out, takes care of the parks, looks out for the kids, and especially the lighting is obviously something that we can do, and we know and we trust that you're looking out for the city's best interest and obviously for the best price out there.
Thank you, sir.
So, thank you. All right, and I think that's gonna conclude this section. Yes, okay, very well.
If there are no objections, Mayor, I would like to make a motion to approve item 6A as presented and recommended by staff.
I second, has been second. Any questions, comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
I did have a question for the chief. It's not related to any expense. Did we have damage at the fire station over there at the airport?
Yes.
At the substation?
Yes, sir.
What's the status on that? Is it?
The adjusters went out this morning,
Okay,
and they, because of the
okay.
Okay. 6B, discussion possible action to approve agreement between the City of Rio Grande City and RCN Technologies for the emergency phone lines at the fire department and police department.
Good afternoon, Mayor, Commission, Eddie Lopez, IT Department. What we have here is a few quotes for replacing the analog lines for the emergency numbers for the PD and for the fire department. Unfortunately, the current provider for these phone lines have not yet moved the service to the new location. So we have to look for somebody else. And we have 3 quotes. The cheapest one would be our RNC. I also want to add that we are going to save approximately 50% for that phone bill with this company.
And do you have the amounts that we're going to be saving? Mr. Lopez?
Yes, RNC.
Or how much were we paying right now?
It's on the cost breakdown. There's a spreadsheet there on the very top. Current bill is $581.
Yes,
We would be paying $296
very well.
with this company.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you.
I move that we approve item 6B as presented.
Second. Second. Discussion? All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Lopez. C, discussion possible action to execute a contract with the Pyro Show of Texas for the 2026 Freedom Fest. Let me see. What's the total amount, ma'am?
13,860.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Commission.
Good afternoon.
So the Administration Department, through the Public Relations Department, is requesting the invoice for Versailles events to be approved for our State of the City address.
This is
For the fireworks, oh, okay. I don't have
Yes.
that contract on me. Yeah, so we got several quotes for our firework display for Freedom Fest. And we went ahead with Pyro Shows. They gave us the best display, arrangement from the ones that we had vetted. And we have the contract attached.
This is the same one that we got last year, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, they did a great job. It seemed like it never
Yes.
finished. It
Yeah.
just kept on
They-
going, yeah.
They stopped by recently and they met with us just to go ahead and go through the cost breakdown and ensure their services and quality will remain as
Very
is.
good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Motion, gentlemen?
I move that we approve item 6C as presented.
I second. Second. Discussion? Having none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 7B, discussion possible action to approve to score and select firm for RFP number 2026-03, is that correct? Are we good on that? We are, right?
Yes.
For professional administration services for the 2026 library infrastructure facility improvement grant. Ma'am?
This is for the Li-Fi grant that we got, the library infrastructure grant, and we had set up an RFP for administration services, and I believe we only got one submission.
Yes.
Yes. That is correct. Okay. Very well, ma'am. And obviously, they scored the highest since it was the only one that we had. Yeah.
But they were also the lowest.
That is true. Motion, gentlemen.
I move that we approve item 7B as presented.
I second. Second. Discussion? Having none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
C, discussion of possible action for the approval of the Rural Volunteer Fire Department Assistance Program, Texas A&M Forest Service, 95% of the actual cost not to exceed $25,000.
This is, staff kindly recommends approval from the City Commission for the Rural Volunteer Fire Grant for the Department of, for the grant of $25,000 that was discussed earlier.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Any questions?
I move that we approve item. where are we?
7C?
7C
Yeah,
as
I
presented.
second.
Yes. 7B.
Motion second. Discussion? Having none, all of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 8, B.
B, yes.
Discussion and possible action on approval for mixed beverage permit by Roel Valadez for business located at 1109 East San Benito Street, DBA Rio Grande Bar and Grill, RGC, Texas.
Good afternoon again. Mayor, this is a mixed beverage permit requested by Roel Valdez. They do meet all city ordinances, and they are over 1,000 linear feet from a school.
So your recommendation is
The
to go
recommendation
ahead?
is to approve.
I
They
move
do
to
have their
approve.
certificate of occupancy in place, so they're good.
Perfect. I move to approve item 8B as presented.
Second.
Motion second. Discussion? And it's your recommendation for?
Recommendation to approve.
Very well.
Just good luck to the business, as we always wish them well.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. We're going to D. Thank you. Variance request on wine and beer retail off-premise permits by La Ganadera Gourmet Meat Market located at 388 North FM 3167 Suite 500, Rio Grande City, Texas.
Yes, this is a variance for the distance. At this moment, where they're located, they're going to be 384 feet from a school zone, from school property. In the past, we have issued variances for the similar situation. For an example, Stripes and other businesses.
Stripes is even closer, right?
Stripes
Yeah,
is even closer, yes, sir.
Well, we also have the other drive-through that's there. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And this is to go. It's not to on premises.
Oh, to go?
It's to go.
Okay, very well.
I move that we approve item 8D as presented and recommended by staff.
I second. Second. Discussion, gentlemen? Having none, all of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Wish them luck. Yeah. Okay, so, ready to take care of executive session. We reconvene, moving to item 11.
So no
10.
action in executive?
There's no action.
No action, right, on item 10A, B, and C, correct?
Correct.
Ladies and gentlemen, having no further business for today, we stand adjourned. And the time being
3:41.
3:41.